Yo, why they hating on my nigga David Benavidez? We keeping this shit real, man. Hating on my nigga David Benavidez like crazy. Talking about this nigga overrated and shit. He overrated? David Benavidez overrated? Cap. David Benavidez one of the top 5 to 10 boxers in all of boxing. Fuck you mean he's overrated? Motherfuckers just be saying anything, man. Like, he has a great fighting style. Like, relentless pressure, high punch output, fast, powerful combos to the head and the body. He's not that big of a mover, but he can move. His defense gets better every fight. He's willing to fight whoever. How can you dislike a nigga like that? A fighter like that? Let me call him a fighter, not a nigga. How can you dislike a fighter like that? I honestly don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? The thing about the Benavidez shit that annoys the hell out of me is how the fuck is a fan base of a fighter, you Canelo fans, I'm talking about y'all ass again because y'all be on that bullshit. How the fuck y'all gonna dislike a man for wanting to fight y'all guy? He wants to fight this nigga Canelo. He knows that if he knocks Canelo's head off, he'll be forever remembered in boxing. Yeah, you can fight other fighters, that's a fact. But shit, Canelo the cream of the crop. Why not take his ass out? We was once in the same weight class. He had the belts. I was mandatory for one of them. Let's fight. You know what I'm saying? Canelo fans literally don't like Benavidez for that reason. Because you're capping, you bitch ass Canelo fans, y'all capping if you say Benavidez doesn't have a great fighting style. That's cap. You did your cap when you say that. So I honestly don't get that. Like, that shit is weird to me. That's like, you know how Shakur Stevenson has said multiple times he wants to fight Tank? That's like Tank fans hating Shakur Stevenson because he wants to fight Tank. That's not a good reason to hate a fighter because a fighter wants to fight your favorite fighter. That's literally what's going on with Benavidez. That man is simply disliked because he wants to fight Canelo. See, real boxing fans, we riding with Benavidez. The problem though is, check this out. Here's the problem with boxing. These casuals and people that don't really care about boxing like that, they're just talking about boxing because they like a certain fighter, but they don't really care about the sport. A lot of fans are like that nowadays. They don't really give a fuck about boxing. They're not real fans. They just like a certain fighter. Like example, a lot of these Mexican fans, a lot of them, not all of them, they just like Canelo because Canelo's a Mexican. They supporting their people. You're supposed to do that. Here's the problem though is they don't really care about boxing. Like, that's not really of interest to them. They just supporting their Mexican fighter. Because Mexican boxing fans, they hate any fighter that beats Mexicans. Or let me not say hate, they hate on any fighter that beats Mexican fighters. You dig? That's how Mexican fans are. That's not being a real fan though. That's just being a glazer for Mexicans. As a Mexican yourself, that's not a real fan. You're supposed to give credit where it's due to whoever it is, whether it's a black fighter, Mexican fighter, anybody. A lot of these Mexican fans don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? We keep it real over here. But it just really bothers me about Benavidez though. This dude is a great talent and he's literally disliked because he wants to fight Canelo. Cause what I wanted to say was, nowadays, real boxing fans such as myself, like people that are authentic about this boxing shit, we are outnumbered by a lot of casuals and people that don't really care about boxing. They're just watching it to support their people, but they don't really give a fuck about how the sport really works and how boxing is. They don't really care about that. Those type of fans, if you call them real fans, they're not real fans, but you call them what you want to call them, they're outnumbering the real boxing fans. You dig? Because in my opinion, no disrespect, but I got to keep it real. A lot of these Canelo fans, see, I can't say all because there's never an absolute all in everything, right? But a lot of these Canelo fans, they're not really into boxing. They just support Canelo because they're a Mexican. It makes them feel proud to see a successful Mexican fighter, so they're supporting that. And that's not really a bad thing, but they're not real boxing fans trying to talk this boxing game. and it's causing a lot of people to get mad. And there's more arguing than there should be because of that. That's what's going on. And those people don't like David Benavidez because he was a threat to Canelo at 168 when they were both at 168 together. You dig? There was a good chance that they would have fought. Benavidez would have beat him. And so because of that, these fans, these so-called fans, they don't like this guy. You know, when they talk about Benavidez, they say bullshit, stupid shit like, oh, he got knocked down in his fight. That sounds like some casual shit because a lot of fighters get knocked down. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's casual shit. George Foreman, rest in peace, all-time great, got knocked out by Muhammad Ali. You gonna clown him for that? It's part of boxing to get knocked down. One of my favorite fighters, Devin Haney, he got knocked down 3 times by Ryan Garcia. But he kept getting up though. And he fought to the last round. You let these motherfucking certain fake fans talk, they'll act like Devin Haney got knocked out cold. They'll literally act like that. So getting knocked down or getting knocked out perhaps is part of the game. But you can't tell these casuals that. You can't tell them that. They gonna talk that bullshit. You know? Because they try to shit on Benavidez. Oh, he got knocked down by Morrell. That was more of a flash knockdown, but got knocked down. But they always forget to mention the part that he won like 75-80% of that fight, beating the hell out of Morrell. Morrell had some good moments in that fight, true indeed, but Benavidez was beating the hell out of that dude. I gotta give Morrell credit for not getting knocked down, because he was getting hit with some shots in that fight. Give that nigga some credit. Shout out to David Morrell. And the thing about David Morrell is, a lot of motherfuckers was talking that Benavidez was scared of him. Benavidez only took that fight because he was calling him out and motherfuckers was saying he was scared of Morrell. He didn't even have to fight Morrell. They were both moving up to 68 at the same time. Didn't even have to fight that nigga. He said, I'm gonna fight this dude because everybody's saying, oh, I'm scared of him and he'll beat me and shit. Everybody was literally saying that shit. So this time last year, they were saying, oh, he'll beat Benavidez. You dig? Benavidez hearing that shit, like, okay, I'm gonna fight this dude. He gonna be my next fight. And he literally went and fought him and beat him. Shut all them bitch ass hating motherfuckers up. But these motherfuckers are still hating on him. Now he's getting ready to fight Anthony Yard. You have fake boxing experts saying stupid shit like they think Yard is more skilled than Benavidez, you know, lame. When I say fake boxing experts, I mean like, you know, bitch ass motherfuckers on the internet that think they know boxing. Cause I know ain't no real boxing head saying no shit like that. So yeah, man, motherfuckers literally hate Benavidez because Canelo fans are scared that he might lose to Benavidez if they were to fight. That's not a good reason to dislike somebody. I'm sorry. You Canelo fans can say what y'all want. That is not a good reason to dislike a fight. All y'all know Benavidez is a great talent, but since he's gonna, I guess, hurt Canelo if they ever fight, you downplay him because of that. That's some bitch shit to me, but whatever. That's why I keep telling y'all, all these fan bases be on bullshit, I'll be honest, but Canelo fans, the most toxic and most dysfunctional fan base. For real. Like, that's, you deny that, then anybody who denies that fact about Canelo fans, that person simply cannot be trusted. So yeah, man, quit hating on Benavidez, man. Benavidez the truth. And this ain't dick riding. This is simply giving credit where it's due. Don't confuse me with a homo nigga. None of that over here. It's simply giving credit where it's due. Fuck is y'all talking about? So yeah, get off Benavidez's dick and stop hating. So yeah, I'm out. I'll chop it up again with y'all on some boxing shit. Solidus-T out.